there, my name is Olivia Hope. I'm a children's writer from Killarney, County Kerry, and I also work as a creative associate in the Irish Art Council's Creative Schools programme. I work with schools, both teachers and students, to develop ways to make the school a more creative place for pupils to learn and think and make and work creatively. And we also work with local artists in the community. This is my office. This is where I work. I have a reliable laptop for typing up my stories. I have a reliable whiteboard for penciling down all my ideas. And I have a very unreliable printer, which sometimes prints out stories and sometimes spits out little curled up balls of paper. But when I start writing my stories, they all begin in the same place. They begin with pencil and a sheet of paper, or with a notebook, and I have written lots of stories into my notebooks. This is a notebook I'm using at the moment, but bear with me. These are notebooks filled with years of ideas. Now, some of those ideas have become stories, and some of those stories are in hibernation, but it's good to see that I've kept all my ideas in one place. And maybe after today's exercise, you might start up your own notebook and fill it with your own ideas of stories and poems and spoken word. So today we are going to do a spoken word practice. Now, spoken word is a way of telling somebody a message. It is a way of taking something that you have written and performing it. It could be a story you've written, it could be a poem, but you use your own language, you use your own conversation, and you make it fun. You add rhythms, you add rhymes, you repeat words. So you get to play with all those words, and you make your message stronger, and you make it really stand out. So let's begin. For today's activity, you will need pencil and a few sheets of paper, and you need a prompt, or 2 or 3. A prompt is an item that you use that helps you to get more ideas about your story or your poem or your spoken word piece. So, because our spoken word piece is going to be about writing a message to our friends, I thought we could use a prompt about our friends. So, your first prompt is a photograph. So maybe you have a photograph of your class or your school team. I've got some photographs of a school tour that happened a long time ago. Look, there's a few of us on the back of a bus. Here's another photograph of us on another school tour, except it's a bit colder. It's not quite summery. And here's some of my kids on a school trip they went on. So that's your first prompt. The other types of prompts you will need are prompts that remind you about summertime. So if you look around your house, you'll probably find maybe some clothes that remind you of summertime. Flip-flops, sunglasses, maybe a baseball hat to keep the sun out of your eyes, maybe some sun cream, or my favorite, maybe you can find a prompt that tastes of summer. Would you like some ice cream? Cookie dough, my favorite. What happens is when you have a prompt, it's a really good starting point for your story. Okay, so we've got our pencils, we've got our paper, we've got some prompts. Let's begin. Step 1, story seeds. So we use our prompts to get our story started. And if you look at the prompt, what you can do is you look at using your senses to give you some ideas for words. So your senses are what you can hear, what you can see, what you can touch or feel or taste. And what you do is you can look at your prompt. So I'm going to look at my photograph here and I'm going to write down what I can see, which is smiling faces. And I can see a school tour. And what happens is when you have these prompts are going to give you words to write down. Also, you can use prompts to help you think about what does it make you feel. So when I look at the photograph, I see happy people. I can remember stuff that happened on a school tour I was on, and I can write down those words as well. They don't have to be full sentences. They can be just words that the prompt reminds you of. Also, you can use the story prompts to make you remember things. And this is why it's good to have maybe food or sun cream, because smells and tastes are really great for making you think of words. So when I smell sun cream, oh, I think of beach holidays. I can write down sand, and I can write down sunshine. And what happens is, if you've seen some of the earlier videos, Aisling and Naomi talked about word association. So I don't just have to write what I see or feel. I can use words that come off of that by word association to give me more ideas. So I've just started here, just a few little word seeds, right? And you can do this too. What will happen now is you can pause the video and you can write down your own story seeds. I'm going to speed things up a little bit here. I'm going to use my prompts. I'm going to keep on writing down story seeds, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, hang on tight. So here we go. Ice cream smells creamy, tastes sweet. I'll write down the word sweet. Okay, right. Sun cream. Oh yes, beaches. Yummy, yummy. Baseball hat. No, that's cooler if I do it that way. Yeah. More ice cream. Hooray! Okay, how did you get on? I have filled a page with lots of story ideas. So I have written down words like ice cream and school tour and playing with my friends and half days and sun cream and big hats, missing my friends. So I've written down lots of words there. So now that you have all your story seeds, we are ready for step 2. Step 2 is called sentence ideas. In step 2, you take all these lovely story seed ideas that you've written down, all these fantastic words, and you're going to use them to make your own sentences. Now, before you start writing your sentences, we have to remember what our practice is about. In this story word activity, we are trying to think of a message that we can give to our friend. So we've got this whole page covered with story seeds, and we're going to use them as a message to our friends. So our message is going to be about celebrating the summer holidays. Maybe it's about missing your friends, but then again, don't forget, we will see them soon. So with spoken word, you can say your sentences aloud, and what you can do is maybe you'll find that some of the words that you've written down rhyme. So you can use them to do little rhymes as well. The order of these sentences don't matter. So don't worry if you're just writing down sentences. Don't worry about the layout yet. We want to get lots of story sentences down. And by having these down, we'll be able to think about a way of putting them together in the next step. So all you have to do now is write down your sentences. If anything rhymes, write it down as well. And don't forget, these sentences are going to be about you talking to your friend. So say things you'd say to your friend if you saw them. Okay, so pause the video if you want to write down your sentences now. I'm going to speed myself up a little bit. Hang on tight, off we go. Okay, so ice cream and sun cream kind of rhymes. I could say mum screams or maybe teacher screams. Okay, school tour. Oh, half days, that's good as well. Half days and plays, that rhymes as well. Okay, step 3. We are going to do some editing. So we have written down lots of sentences, and I've written down some sentences here. And I found that sometimes when I started writing one sentence, just like word association, I'd end up writing another sentence as well. So we have lots of sentences here. Now, when you do editing, editing means that you are tidying up your story or your poem or your spoken word piece so it's easier to read and it sounds more fluid. So it's tidying up a little bit. Now, we have great sentence ideas here, but we need to give them a nice shape so we can perform them and show them. So what you do is you look at your sentences and you have to pick a beginning, a middle, and an end. So remember, our message is that we want to celebrate summer, we want to talk about our friends and how we miss them, and how we hope we'll see them soon. So that can be our beginning. Our beginning can be talking about breaking up for summer. Our middle part could be about our friends and how we miss them and how we'd like to see them and the stuff we like doing with our friends. And then it's always nice to finish positive and hopeful. So maybe we'll finish with something really bright and positive. This stage as well is very close to getting a really nice finished piece. So when you're doing your sentences, you will probably find that you read aloud a lot more. I find it does help to say what I'm reading or what I've written down. So you will find that in this stage that you're probably seeing if sentences work together. Sometimes you might find you will add another sentence, or you might add a connecting sentence because two ideas almost work, but you just need to explain a line a little bit more. Take as long as you need to get this section done. I'm going to do a lot of reading aloud for this one and a lot of writing. I've run out of ice cream as well, which is a bit terrible, but we'll charge on, okay? So let's see how your editing goes. Start writing. I'll see you in a minute. So let's see. If I say that line, I could say I'm a school. Imagine that. Imagine that. I miss those last days, those half days. I miss those last days. Proper play. I miss those last days, those half days. Every school day is a proper. How did you get on? So by now you should have a really nicely shaped piece of writing that is a message that you would like to give to your friends. So we're ready for step 4, which is recitation. Recitation is where you perform your piece of work. And it's the highlight of spoken word. What you get to do is show your message, you get to share your message, and you get to add a lot of your personality to what you've written. So, things you need to remember when you perform your piece of work. First of all, sit nice and tall and speak a little bit slower than usual. You've spent a long time writing this, so we want to hear every single juicy word that you have written. Also, it's okay to read your spoken word piece, but you know what? If you can learn it off and perform it, it's really effective. Right, so I have finished my spoken word piece. I'm going to read it aloud. I hope you enjoy it. It's called Summer 2020. Hey, hello, hi. It's summer holidays, only it's not quite right. Not really this year's top highlight. We had too much homeschooling. We had a little sun, but if I'm being honest, not really that much fun. I'll tell you what I missed. School trips, fizzy orange sips, eating cheese and onion crisps, all of us having fun, sitting underneath that sunny sun. Sun creams, ice creams, teacher screams, no bulldog, pick up your tops, get in your lines. But it's a school trip, so no one minds. Football games with half the rules, our hats on backwards, 'cause yeah, we're cool. I miss school. Imagine that. I miss Sir in his wide sun hat. I miss those last days, those half days, when every school day is a proper play anywhere. Anyway, outside fun with my number one. That's you, my mate. You know what? You're great with your smiling eyes and smiling face and smiling pranks all over the place. I don't think Sir will miss you, but I miss you. Hey, I'll be fine. Yeah, you'll see. 'Cause if I miss you, then you miss me. Mates, we're solid. We're a pair like Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire, or those grave robbers, Burke and Hare. We'll get through this without a care. Mates, it's like we didn't get to say a full goodbye. These days have been all tablet screens, more TikTok, Zooms, and Skype. Just know I really wanted to say a full goodbye. But mate, I just can't wait until the next time we say hi. So that's my piece. Listen, if you have enjoyed making your own spoken word piece, we would love to see it. So if you write your own spoken word piece and record it, you can submit it and we would love to see it. So if you look in the description below, there is a lovely link where you can show us what you've written. Okay? We love to see what you have made. So keep writing, keep creating, and we'll see you very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.